Hey guys, Grumpy here with another episode of Salvage Nights. So in the previous episode, we got lucky, really lucky, in that we were able to add not only one but two afflictors back to our fleet. So really nice there. I've been doing a little bit of farming in between episodes. So here are the current layouts. Here's a shade, has two sabos and long range point defense. This is the build. Nothing too special here. Phase anchor maybe. Basically that's just to get the EMP emitter off cooldown faster. Next we have the afflictor. This setup is just general DPS. Here you see like hammers and swarmers for our high explosive, a light dual machine gun for kinetic damage, and then a Vulcan cannon for fragmentation damage or hull damage. This is just a general kind of bursty ship. Little bit of everything. That's how these designs are going to be. Don't follow these exactly. I'm just working with what I have at the moment. And then finally we have my ship. This one has the two harpoons. It also has railguns and a light mortar. A slower ship, less bursty. Really the majority of our damage is going to come from harpoons, and what we're doing is kind of just eyeing up those opportunities to snipe enemy ships that are overloaded or close to overloading and then just knock them out. Anyway, let's go ahead and get back into the game. The area I've been farming in has been Kamari Kingdom. It's a really nice area. Between Chalcedon and Kanai, you get a bunch of small fleets to fight. Chalcedon really just good at producing small fleets, like a single brawler, two kites, a shepherd, and a buffalo. So like really easy fleets. Even if you're not doing a salvage only run and you want to save a few hundred credits, like you're having issues, then you can come over to Chalcedon and fight there. So swinging by Syndria, we pick up an officer, we scout an officer, Varuna Sharma. She has impact mitigation, which reduces the damage that her armor takes, and ballistic mastery, which increases the ballistic damage we do, as well as the ballistic range. We're gonna hire her. Aggressive personality, which is really good. Ultimately, we're gonna look to replace her at a certain point once we get more specialized ships. But for just starting out right now, it's a pretty good deal. We won't mentor her just because we want to save story points, but she's already miles ahead of Zeus Titan here. Alright, let's head back out. Here's the loot from Umbra. Nothing too exciting. We got an Atropos missile, mining blaster, annihilator rockets, a handful of salamanders, light mortar, Vulcan cannon, and then the Talon that we showed off earlier. It's okay. It's a decent haul. The main thing that I want to celebrate is getting a decent stockpile of heavy machinery. This is important for recovering more resources from combat. You're gonna need a stockpile of them. We can't get enough right now, but ideally you would want 200 at least in your cargo holds to get the maximum you can from combat, and then the rest of the space would be allocated for like weapons and supplies. Speaking of, one of our points is in bulk transport. This is just temporary until we can get our hands on something better. This just adds additional cargo capacity, fuel capacity, things like that for our ships. Anyway, while I was flying back to Myasora, I noticed that there was another fleet with an afflictor inside of it heading to the nav buoy. We're gonna see if we can go ahead and intercept them and see if we can't earn ourselves another afflictor. I think this is them. Yes, this is them. So this fight should go a lot smoother. I'm gonna go ahead and swap over to the shade, and we'll put our new officer inside the afflictor. This is going to kind of demonstrate how much more powerful we are versus where we were. Um, Showing all the different tactics that we have available to us now that we have 3 ships in our fleet instead of just the 2, or really the 1 most of the time. Anyway, this fight should be a cakewalk. Let's go ahead and engage. And we'll continue. We'll deploy all. And we'll just have the Afflictors escort us for now. We'll redeploy them wherever we need to once we actually get into the fight proper. First things first, we are going to get rid of the Afflictor. This is the biggest threat on the battlefield. The most annoying is going to be the Brawler, but the biggest threat is actually the enemy Afflictor. Let's go ahead and wait until the Amplified Entropy wears off on us. Go. Having disabled its weapon, this should be pretty easy. Essentially, we're just gonna peel its face off. Our long-range PD is a perfect counter to phase ships. Phase ships typically across the board evaluate beam weapons as more deadly to them than they actually are, which works in our favor. Let's go ahead and get these warhogs off the battlefield. Alright. Which one are you? We're going to take our DPS diverse shade, and we're going to go ahead and put them on the one of the vigilances, and then the other Afflictor, the other Afflictor that we're going to have, we're going to put them on that vigilance. This Afflictor is going to go on a solo mission. We're going to support the second Afflictor against its vigilance and 2v1 it. Wait for everyone to get into position. Very easy. Careful here. And then we're gonna use the eliminate order on the Heron itself. The Heron's not really that big of a threat. So with our Afflictors in place, yep, we should have no problems approaching it and getting some serious damage on the ship. We are going to try to disable as much PD as we can. Okay. And then we're going to be very thankful that we had phase anchor available to us, because I was not paying attention to my health. Let's go ahead and put an end to this. And get rid of it. Yeah, phase anchor is really nice. It saves me from myself sometimes. But yeah, see, very easily we handle that fleet. No need to do the round trip anymore. No need to do any kind of like sneaky tactics. Alright, let's go ahead and consider ship recovery. And look at that. We even have an afflictor waiting for us. No need to spend a story point on it. Alright. After thinking about it, Tritakion already hates us, so we might as well farm in High Brazil. The reason being is Kulan and Echo Breeze are here, and there's also a pirate station. There's the Dawn military pirate, or are they military pirates? They're pirates, regardless. Oh, hello. We should be able to get a better chance at getting good energy weapons. From these ships. Alright. Here's gonna be a bit of a tougher fight. The Aurora is a really good ship. Really good is such an understatement. Phenomenal ship. We should be able to win this. We'll pressure down the Afflictor. Two of my Afflictors can deal with the Drover. Then we'll deal with the Strike. Once everything's said and done, we'll harass the Aurora. Once everything's said and done, then we'll 4v1 the Aurora and take it out. Little bit of a spicy fight, but we'll see what we can do. Here we have an opportunity to get. We have 1, 2. We have 4 rolls on the Antimatter Blaster. Let's see if we get lucky. We will move into engage. And we'll stay in the shade. We'll transfer over to one of the Afflictors a little later on. But for right now, I just want to make sure that we can get rid of the enemy Afflictor and then lead the charge on the Drover. So we'll continue. We'll deploy all. And let's begin. Something I have to remember is I need to link my Sabo missiles. Alright. Issue the harass command on you. Not really feeling the enemy Aurora just in our face like that. Not at all appreciating this situation. This is like worse. This is like the worst of all worlds. It's all the enemy ships just being on top of each other. I'm gonna put my Sabos on auto fire and just spam down this ship. You are entirely too close. I want to get that Afflictor off the battlefield first, but we'll have you support me on engaging the ship. Turn our Sabo off auto fire. Next up, we'll have you help eliminate the Drover. I don't really like what's going on there. We'll save the rest of our Sabos. Yeah, we'll save the rest of our Sabos for the Aurora. Are these the Drover's drones? They would have to be, right? I don't think I've ever seen a Drover deploy with drones before. Damn it. Let's get this nonsense off the battlefield. Let's go ahead and pick up the enemy Afflictor, and then we'll 4v1 the Aurora. If the Aurora is offered to us, I will keep it as a... Oh, no. Oh, yikes. Yikes. Anyway, if the Aurora... Alright. I'm gonna go ahead and back away from... Oh, if you want to use your antimatter blasters, that'd be quite appreciative. If the Aurora is offered to us as a recoverable ship, we absolutely will take it. I won't use it, obviously. I just would like to keep it as a trophy. Alright. Alright. So now that we kept the Aurora properly occupied, we can go ahead and engage it. 3v1 is not the kind of firepower that I want to have on the Aurora, but it should still be okay. We will change this to an engage command, and we'll assign both of them to it. And we see if we can't start working on this ship. Now the thing about the Aurora is it does have a lot of firepower, and also it is very maneuverable, and it has really good shields. But if we can start picking this ship apart, right, flaming it out, taking its weapons offline, building its flux up, then it's just like any other ship in the game, susceptible to all the same weaknesses. We're gonna spread out like a triangle so that we can cover every part of the ship. Nice. There's an ion cannon on this Aurora as well. Would love to recover that. Make sure it doesn't escape. Nice. And we use the Sabo to get the kill. Hurts my heart to destroy an Aurora, but we definitely do need the weapons. Consider ship recovery. We do get an Afflictor offered to us. At this point, I don't think we'll take a 4th Afflictor. I think we're good on that. We need to start considering saving our story points. Like we talked about. Wait. No, yeah, you just have a point defense. Like we talked about, I will keep the Aurora just because I want a nice trophy ship. Getting it back is going to be a nightmare. And the Drover doesn't really have anything worth spending a story point to recover. So we will recover this. We'll pick through our wreckage here. We get advanced optics, which I was not expecting. And we'll go ahead and take everything with us. We'll head home. Actually, we're gonna have to buy some crew. We'll buy some crew down here and then head home. Drop off the Aurora so we don't use it in combat. We will actually we'll mothball the ship, and we'll take the single antimatter blaster that we got from it. All right, see you in a second. Yep. We need to dump our fuel, and we need to dump a little supply. All right, let's get some crew and head home. All right, so ending today's episode, the final thing that I'm going to do is upgrade the IR pulsar that's been on our afflictor with the antimatter blaster. This is a huge upgrade, and it represents the um, probably like first or second major milestone in this campaign. An antimatter blaster is usually a one-shot KO. Um, if not two, definitely has one-shot KO potential. With this and with the growing fleet, we should be able to take on much larger bounties now. Um, I am super excited. Um, every episode just feels like I'm making monumental progress now, and I want to thank you guys for sticking with me. Anyway, I hope you guys liked today's episode. Um, yeah, looking forward to doing bigger bounties and fighting bigger fleets. Other than that, Grumpy out.
And now I'd like to give a very special thank you to our supporters at the Explorer tier, Randall Porter, Philip Kallenbach, and Mark, and at the Starfarer tier, Zoni, Wet Noodle, Kriltic, and our newest supporter, Wayfarer S tier. If you would like to support the channel, then becoming a member would be the best way to do so, but it is completely optional. I'll continue to run ad-free content on this channel, but if you do choose to support, it would mean a lot to me. Thank you so much. Other than that, Grumpy out.